You the new dashboard I built, and it's kind of built around this concept. Still in our system called the customer development system. Within the customer development system, we have the account development system. So the ideal is, or the goal is here, is to grow our business with an existing account. And really, when I look at that, there's kind of a few different key phases from an account plan perspective. Is we want to retain high value rigs, we want to improve our close rates, we want to improve our bid rates, and we want to add more rigs as customers. So four fairly straightforward activities. When I come into to the system, I want to look at my dashboard to help me out, and then I can come up and the one dashboard I'm working off of right now is the sales manager dashboard. So you can come up to the search, type that in, and see the sales manager dashboard. And the way that I've set this up for you, we want to take a look at, again, I think from an account development perspective, who is it and what are they doing to meet the four objectives that we've set out for ourselves. So the first thing I look at is some reporting around activities, making sure that your teams that fit within the roles that you have within your organization are what activities are they doing to align with our objectives. So the first report that I look at here is I'm going to look at calls with rigs, directly with rigs. So the idea behind that is I go to a drilling rig and then I log my call directly with the drilling rig. And so what I see here in the system is I see Tiffany, and this is kind of I think it's last 30 days, has logged 2 calls with the rig. So Ensign T125 and HP 540. Over here to the right, I have the same data, but I've just broken it down a little bit by account. So we've got Tiffany, here's the rigs, and then those are the accounts related to those particular rigs. So I now have some good activity reporting. We look back at what my objectives are in the account development plan: retain high value rigs, improve close rates, improve bid rates, and add new customers. I then come back to my dashboard, and down in the third segment of the dashboard, we've talked about this a little bit. I've got 3 reports here. The first report is our high value accounts. So this is where we have a high bid rate and a high close rate. So if we look at our system here, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're maintaining those particular accounts. The other is we have our where we're doing a lot of bids. Where we want to improve our. I have to update this. We want to improve our close rates. So we're bidding to a lot, but we want to improve our close rates with these particular accounts. And then the last one is we want to improve our quote rates. So these guys are drilling a lot. We have MSA contracts with them, and we want to improve the rate that we're actually quoting with this particular customer here. So when I come back and I look at Tiffany's activity, and I see that we've got Envativ 540, I come back and I scan the report real quick, and then I can see here in our retention, I don't have Envativ there. In our improve our close rate, I don't see it there, but improve our quote rate, I can see it there. There's our 540. So what that is telling me that she's aligned with this particular process, which is the MSA account, improve our quote rates. That's a great visit that we've had on that one here. Ensign 125 on Pioneer. I take a look at this again. We look down the systems. I don't see Pioneer here. Come back here, 125. Again, we've got her focused where she should be focused on. We have MSAs with these counts. We have relationships where we're quoting, but our close rate is lower than we want it to be. So now the question is, what can we do to improve that particular close rate? Just as a different conversation, I'm just going to go in and take a look at the report real quick. What are the things when we look at our account development plan, and we can go through this and say to ourselves, what are the things that we need to do to improve that, and I look at our activity, and we look at specifically the Onvativ one, they're here. It says, hey, they're doing this, and they've asked about this, but we don't have any competitive intelligence. We don't. The structure of the call is not really aligned with our objective to grow on that side of it. And then, so we can talk about that separately. Then we come back here, and the other activity report that I put is activities with job sheets where it's specific to a customer. So we're not internally sending emails, updating people on quotes and things like that. These are the destination was specifically with the customer. So, and then I can see that it's Chris and Matt doing the majority of the activity. And here are the rigs that they're doing it with. Same report. We're looking at it from an account perspective. So I can come up here and I can say Apache 274, and then I can look over here and I can see, Patterson 274 with Apache. So that falls into this particular category. This is our retention category. So what are we doing pricing wise? What are we doing, product wise? Are we recommending some new things? Those types of things to help us with that. And then we come over here. We got Birch operations. I look over on our retention side of it. I don't see it there. So on that side of it, so this could come into a new category. I'll go in and take a look at this one specifically. EOG. So we look at it 249. I look down the list. I don't see 249 here. EOG want to increase our close rate. And then we can look down here and we can say, well, who are we bidding on? Here's 258. Is that up here? No, it's not. 389. So there we go. So here's an example of when we look at it, we want to improve our close rates. So at that particular point, we got 389. I can look over here and I can say that, Matt, we've got lots of activity with that. What is that activity and how does it relate to us closing this particular deal? Have we come up with some different pricing strategies? Do we know where our competitive advantages are, where we're not there yet? So I know this is kind of looking around a little bit, but we start to formulate what the objective of our activity reporting it is based on what our objective is as it relates to our account plan. And the account plan objectives: retain, improve close rate, improve bid rates, add more customer rigs. So it really starts to drive behavior behind our activities.